How to talk about hobbies? That's the topic. Let's make your English sound natural right away.
You'll learn easy phrases to share your hobbies, smart questions to ask back, and quick ways to add details so you don't run out of things to say.
If someone says, "So what do you do for fun?" you're going to have answers ready that feel relaxed.
And you'll also learn how to keep it casual, like chatting with a neighbor, a friend, or someone you just met.
Quick warm-up. Give me one hobby that feels normal in English. Not fancy, just everyday life.
Walking, like long walks with music or a podcast, just to reset my brain.
Perfect. And you already added a detail. That's the move. Hobby plus one detail.
Yes, because if you only say walking, the other person doesn't know what to ask next.
One more quick thing. If you like the podcast and want more everyday English, please subscribe and like the video. It helps us a lot. Thank you.
All right, starter phrase number 1. I'm into, like I'm into cooking.
I'm really into for stronger interest. And number 3, I've been getting into for something new.
Let's do a lightning drill. I say a hobby, you answer fast with one of those phrases. Hobby, reading.
I'm really into reading, mostly mystery books.
Nice. That word mostly makes you sound specific without talking forever.
Next hobby, cooking.
I'm into cooking, especially quick dinners. I like trying new sauces.
That's 2 sentences, and it's already a real conversation. Next hobby, gaming.
I've been getting into gaming again. Nothing competitive, just cozy games to relax.
Great phrase there. Nothing competitive. It sounds natural, and it explains your style.
Okay, now the question everybody hears. What are your hobbies? What's a simple, safe answer?
I like reading and working out. Simple list, no stress. And you can add and stuff like that if you want it to sound relaxed.
Yes, and stuff like that is a casual soft ending. Another soft ending is here and there.
Like, I do yoga here and there. It means not all the time, but sometimes.
Now let's add a power follow-up question. How did you get into that?
Because hobbies usually have a story. A friend, a show you watched, a random moment, or you just tried it one day.
Let's role play fast. I say, I'm into running. You ask the follow-up.
How did you get into that?
I'd answer, a friend talked me into doing a 5K, and then I kind of got hooked.
Got hooked is such a good everyday phrase. It means you started and then you wanted to keep doing it.
Another easy follow-up is, do you do that often? It's friendly and it keeps things moving.
Or, what do you like about it? Because that invites a reason, not just a yes or no.
Let's talk verbs quickly. In English, we usually say play, go, or do with hobbies.
Right. Play soccer, go hiking, do yoga. Getting those combos right makes you sound more natural.
Give me 3 go hobbies.
Go running, go camping, go shopping, and go fishing if you're into that.
Now, 3 do hobbies.
Do yoga, do puzzles, do crafts, and do martial arts if you want something more active.
And 3 play hobbies.
Play tennis, play chess, play video games.
Nice. Now we're going to shift from quick answers to smooth hobby conversations that last longer.
Yes, because naming a hobby is easy. Talking about it comfortably is the real skill.
Here's a simple template you can reuse for almost any hobby. Say what it is, when you do it, why you like it, and one small detail. It sounds natural because it's basically how real people talk. For example, I'm into cooking. I usually try a new recipe on Sundays. I like it because it helps me unwind. And lately, I've been making easy soups.
And you don't need advanced vocabulary to sound confident. The confidence comes from being clear and being specific. Instead of I like music, try I'm a fan of live music, or I'm into making playlists when I clean. That little detail gives the other person something to react to, which is how conversations stay alive.
Let's practice with the template. And if you're listening, copy the style out loud after us. Question: what hobby are you into lately? Give me 4 parts. What, when, why, and one detail.
I've been getting into photography. I usually take pictures when I'm out on walks. I like it because it makes me notice small details, like colors and shapes. And lately, I've been taking way too many photos of food, which is honestly pretty funny.
That sounded real. And you added personality with honestly and pretty funny. Now I'll ask a follow-up that works for almost any hobby. How did you get into that? People love this question because it invites a short story instead of a short answer.
A friend showed me a simple photo app, and I got hooked. Then I started noticing good lighting everywhere, like in my kitchen or near a window. It also became this little challenge where I try to take one good photo a day.
Now, here's a really common issue, answering with only one word, like photography or music. People understand, but the conversation can die. Add one extra sentence with a reason, because it helps me relax, because I like improving, or because it's fun with friends.
And if you don't know the perfect word, describe it. You can say, it's like a game where you build things, or it's a funny show about roommates, and that's totally normal English. Real conversations are full of describing, not perfect dictionary words.
Let's also talk about beginner language, because it sounds friendly. You can say, I'm still learning, I'm kind of new to it, or I'm not amazing yet. That makes people want to help you, and it keeps the vibe warm.
Yes, and then you can naturally ask for connection. Do you have any tips? That question is powerful because it turns a hobby chat into a back and forth. Like, I've been thinking about trying yoga. Do you have any tips for a beginner? That feels casual, and people usually enjoy answering it.
Let's handle the I don't have hobbies moment. You're allowed to have simple hobbies, and you're allowed to talk about everyday routines. Cooking at home, going on walks, watching shows, gaming, taking care of plants, trying new coffee drinks, even organizing your space. Those are all real things people talk about.
Totally. And you can frame it so it sounds relaxed. Nothing too crazy, but I like. Or, I keep it pretty simple, I usually. For example, I keep it pretty simple. I watch comedy shows at night, and on weekends I like trying new snacks. That's very normal, and it gives people easy questions to ask.
Now we should talk about I love versus I like because it changes the feeling. I love is stronger and more emotional. I like is softer and safer. If you're not sure, I'm really into is a nice middle option that sounds confident but not dramatic.
Yes, and you can also say I'm big on for habits you care about. Like, I'm big on meal prep, or I'm big on getting outside. It's casual, and it sounds like something a native speaker would say in everyday conversation.
Let's give the listener a few safe hobby follow-ups that work with almost anyone. Try, how long have you been doing that? What got you started? Do you do it with anyone? And what do you like about it? If you can remember even two, you'll never feel stuck.
And if you want to sound extra friendly, add a small reaction first. That sounds fun. That sounds relaxing. Or, that's interesting. Then ask the question. Like, that sounds fun. How long have you been doing it? Simple, but very natural.
A useful trick for sounding natural is to talk about frequency. You can say, I do it every weekend. I do it once in a while. I try to do it a few times a week. Or, I'm trying to get back into it. These phrases are high value because they fit almost any hobby and they sound like real life.
And you can combine frequency with a small reason. I try to go on walks a few times a week because it helps me clear my head. Or, I cook once in a while, mostly when I'm tired of takeout. That's everyday English, and it makes you sound relaxed instead of rehearsed.
Lately, I've been getting into woodworking because I find it relaxing and satisfying to create things with my hands.
Second challenge, add one detail and one question. The detail can be time, place, or who you do it with. The question can be, what about you? Or, are you into anything like that? If you can do those two things, you can start hobby conversations almost anywhere.
Here are two advanced casual phrases that still feel easy. First, I'm on a one kick, like I'm on a mystery kick, or I'm on a cooking kick. Second, I used to, like I used to play basketball, but now I mostly go to the gym. They help you talk about change, and that sounds very natural.
Let's do one more quick role play so the listener can copy the rhythm. I'll ask, "So, what do you do for fun?" Try to answer with one hobby and one detail. Then ask me back.
Nothing too wild, but I'm into cooking, and I've been getting into running. I usually cook on Sundays and run a couple times during the week. What about you? Are you into anything these days?
I'd say I'm a fan of live music, and I'm kind of into photography. How did you get into running? Also, do you run alone or with friends?
A friend talked me into a 5K, and I realized I like having a simple goal. I usually run alone, but sometimes a friend joins, and that makes it easier to stay motivated. And I like it because I feel calmer after. It's like a reset button.
That's a perfect example of casual English. A small story, a reason, and a personal detail. If you want a final polish, add a tiny emotion word like relaxing, satisfying, fun, or comforting. That keeps it human and easy to understand.
One last listener challenge before we wrap up. Answer this in 2 sentences out loud. What hobby would you like to try and why? Then add a follow-up question you could ask someone. Have you ever tried it? Or is it hard to start? That's how you sound confident, even with simple English.
Quick summary to close. Use I'm into, I've been getting into, and I'm a fan of. Add one reason, add one detail, and ask one follow-up like, how did you get into that? Or, what kind of? Where are you listening from today? Thanks for listening. Subscribe and like if this helped.